Oh wow. Whew, I had been performing for a while, and people been like pushing and talking to me about putting out my project, putting out my project,
Hmm.
and finally one day my sister, who you met,
Hmm.
Malkia, she's okay. What do we need to do to get this done? So she did a whole plan and
Wow.
recorded this. I mean, planned out the studio time and helped me to organize the musicians to make it happen. And it just happened like that. And we finished it. I would say it took about 6 months to finish it. I had Baby It's Cold Outside done
Hmm.
and a whole bunch of different ideas, incomplete ideas. And she was like, okay, we just need to get this done. So we got it done and released it on a real strong indie tip, and I was just so pleased and blessed for how it was received,
Hmm.
you know. Got a lot of love from it, and that's pretty much the story.
Wow. So you're saying before then, though, you did a lot of performing in the DMV, like just with your bands, and
Yeah.
so were you writing the whole time?
I was writing. I'm always writing. I mean, I could be driving down the street, and be like, okay, I gotta pull over because I gotta write this down. Like
Wow.
that serious. And as a matter of fact, I think I did that tour with Raheem and Little Mo before my album was out.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that was before, and which also gave me more push and motivation to finish the album because people on the tour was like, "Okay, where's your stuff? Because it's kind of hot. Let me get product." And I was like, "Can you keep in contact with me? Because
Right.
so yeah, and it's just been a really nice ride so far.
Nice. So how did they find out about you to do the tour?
Wow, it's kind of like the guy who was running that tour, the Seagram's tour, Lamar Kane, who's actually my manager now.
Mm-hmm.
I knew him from DC, and he knew me as an artist. Actually, he was a couple of grades higher than me in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I was this singing, Miss McKinley. Shout out to Techites, choir soloist person, and
Mm-hmm.
we connected and we were friends. And then when he saw me, I was a guest of someone else who was playing in the band on that tour, and I'm just hanging out, and he was like, "Wait a minute, I can't believe I found you. I got something for you." And then from that point on, he kept talking to my management at that time and was like, "I want to put her on next year's tour." And and that's just, I mean, it's just how it went, and it's just a blessing that I come across people and I meet people and
Mm-hmm.
I stay in people's minds,
Mm-hmm.
and like my grandma always said, I always quote my grandmother, "Don't burn your bridges."
Absolutely.
And because she's like, you never know who you're gonna need. And actually, I wrote a song for my grandmother on Lovely,
Mm-hmm.
and where I dedicated to her, and I sung that line, and it's just something that stuck with me since I was real young,
Mm-hmm.
and just naturally being good to people and loving to people, and I mean that's naturally who I am,
Right.
and fortunately it kind of it sticks with people,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Nice. So, in reading your bio, it talks about you taking a hiatus due to tragic life events.
Yeah.
So, I kind of want to talk about it. I mention it because it is in your bio, so I know that it's a part of your experience
Yeah.
that you want to share to possibly inspire others. So, can we kind of just briefly talk about that period
Sure.
of time? Okay, cool.
Sure.
So from 2011 to 2013, you parted ways with the music industry. Did you still continue to write during that time?
I still continue to write. I did a few appearances, not in the major way of what I had been doing in the previous years. I wanted to stop and focus on my own healing and the healing of my children. We had been going through so much, in that time. I don't know if you want me to get more in depth.
Well, yes, let's
Oh,
'cause
okay.
your story will definitely inspire others.
Well, part of it was my father had not been feeling well for a while, and he lived in Florida, and he had been updating me daily, and I had encouraged him to go to the doctor. He called me that evening and said they're keeping me. And I'm like, what's going on? He said, well, they see a whole lot of lesions on my brain and my lungs. And he said, to be honest, if you saw me right now, you wouldn't recognize me because I'm about 50, 60 pounds lighter than what I normally am. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And so they kept him literally, I think it was like a week to 2 weeks running every test, and diagnosed my father was in stage 4 cancer.
Oh, gosh.
And this was all literally in a matter of a few weeks. So apparently my father had been living with this for a little time.
Yes.
And they gave him a very short time to live, less than 6 months. And so it was just a major shock because, I mean, it's reliving it now, it's a lot.
Right.
You know, I'm a daddy's girl. I'm spoiled by both my parents. Loved by both of my parents deeply. But I was that one who always was with my father, and you know, going with him. Hold on. Going with him, going with him to, you know, to his different meetings and, you know, different events and things. My father was a really active person in the community. And I had almost become Kwame Jr. That's what they used to call me because I was always with him, you know. And we were, and spiritually we still are very close. So it was really hard for me. And in that time, I also found out that I was pregnant with my baby.
Oh, okay.
So who you hear in the background?
He's ready.
So I had to stop because nurturing this new life coming into this world, onto this earth, knowing what I was emotionally going through and knowing the energy that I put into music, I don't think that I could have withstood all of that at the same time and take care of this new life coming and then the lives that I was responsible for who were already here.
Right.
So I had to... Okay, thank you. Can you sit down?
It's okay. All right.
So, yeah, that's a part of my life. You know me. That's a part of my life. Sorry, y'all. But he brings such humor to me. He makes me smile. That's my little man. But so I had to make the decision to just take a seat for a minute from the industry. You know, things went rocky in my relationship and home situation, and I found myself, you know, stressing over my dad's situation, trying to take care of my children, nurture this baby coming, loss of home, and loss of a relationship.
Yeah, that's a lot.
This was all in the same year, in a matter of months that all of this happened. And to be honest, I don't know how I'm still standing here with the same viability and strength and, you know, and courage to keep going. And actually I do know because it was, you know, it was God and my family. You know, my mom is the bomb, you know, and when you say bomb.com, that's my mom.
Hey, Mom, shout out to you.
Yes, that's you know, that's my wall. You know, she keeps me going, she keeps me lifted, and she was just like, okay, let's just take a break and just come home. And just we'll work it out, and you know, put your stuff in storage, we'll figure it out. And you know, and she just watched me from afar, and she watched me close, and she prayed in her room, and she walked around and sang her songs, and you know, did her thing as mommy to keep my foot grounded while I was going through everything, and supported me with my girls, and you know, okay, I'm taking them to school, just go to sleep, rest, you know. And she was just so awesome, and I'm so grateful. And my sisters too. You met my big sister. My sisters, I mean, and then I have extended friends and family who just surrounded me and still are today, because I still have healing that I'm doing, you know, which is a part of the music that I'm writing, you know, new affirmations, new, you know, reliving, reviving, you know. So if it wasn't for all of those around me, you know, my church family, just everybody just lifted me up. I really don't know where I would be right now because I was broken, you know. So that's the story.
But it's a beautiful success story. You know, part of the topic for today wanted to talk about how, despite adversity, you can still overcome. You can create. You can bounce back.
Yeah,
You can live the life that you're destined to live.
that's right.
And yes, it nothing but God, but also when you're walking in your destiny,
That's right.
where you're supposed to be or where you're supposed to go, then you know, yes, we will have obstacles, but there is another side. And so that's a beautiful testimony because I mean you're still standing and you're creating beautiful music.
And I still, y'all, it ain't perfect yet because I'm still going through stuff every day. Car broke down, didn't figure out how I was going to get here. But, you know, every day. And, you know, I'm just grateful that it keeps working out, you know.
Absolutely.
And so.
And then just like you said, as far as like people recognizing a good person, and when you're a good person, things happen. I 100% believe in karma, and I
Yeah.
believe when you do good and put it out there, it definitely comes back.
Absolutely.
And when you don't have a malicious heart, now some of the people out there that do have malicious intent, they might ride a wave and be successful for a minute, but it comes back.
It does. It does. One of the lessons I learned from my grandmother and my mother. Absolutely.
It will. So do you have advice for someone that may be watching or going through something right now and feel like giving up?
Yeah.
Do you have advice for them?
You know, it's funny because I'm also a teacher in DC Public Schools. I'm a vocal music teacher, and my students touch me so much with the stories. Like, I think I have it hard or have had it hard.
Right.
And some of the stuff that these children go through and still manage to get up every day is amazing. And it was this one young man who I've taken heart to a lot of them, are really interested in, and he doesn't come to school a lot. His mom doesn't do a lot at home, and he kind of gets himself up and he kind of gets to school at 10, 11 o'clock, and he didn't show up for a couple of weeks, and I saw him outside, and he didn't do his final. I said, come on, follow me. Let's get this final done. So he did the final, and the final made him pass my class. And I was so happy, and I said, let me talk to you for a minute. I said, I know stuff is not perfect in your life. It's not perfect for anyone. But if you have your goals and your desires, you can make yourself overcome all of that.
Right.
I said, I'm not judging you. I'm not mad at you. I'm talking to you because I love you and I see great beauty in you. And I was just like, you know, no matter what's going on around you, if you are determined to overcome it and to make your life great and grand and beautiful, then you can. I said, and it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to come and talk to me and call me auntie, or if you feel like you need another mommy or a big sister, that's okay. I'll be that for you. And I was just like, you know, and just, you know, because a lot of my students call me ma or auntie. And it's just like I got about 300 kids, but you know. And I was like, you know, I could be that for you, and just know that you're not by yourself. People fuss at you because they see the greatness in you, and you need to see it in you. And, you know, I hugged him and, you know, and told him, you know, I'm there and please be safe in the summertime because he's in the streets at night. He's 11 years old, raising himself in the streets at night, 11, 12 o'clock at night, you know, nobody checking for him, you know. And, you know, I hugged him and I said, please be safe, and I want to see you next year, and we're going to do this again next year. And even if you're not in my class, I still got you, you know. So the gist of that, of what I'm saying, is that, you know, we all get dealt some rough cards. I don't know anybody who has, even if you have a silver spoon in your mouth, stuff's still not easy.
Absolutely.
You know, and what you do with those trials is going to determine your outcome. If you fall back, if you decide you're going to do drugs, if you decide you're going to smoke weed. And I'm not dissing nobody. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But I'm just telling you that it has an adverse effect. If not now, it will later. Whatever it is that you're doing, drinking too much, partying too much, sleeping with several millions of different people, all of that stuff has an effect on you, your spirit, and your being, your physical body. But if you kind of stay focused and kind of, keep kind of like that tunnel vision towards your goal, not let distractors, obstacles get in your way, then eventually something is going to turn out good. It may not be the exact thing that you think that you were here for, but something is going to come out of it. You may thought you were going to be a rapper, but you might end up being that $1 million producer. You might end up being somebody's writer, and because them the folks that make the money, right. So it just may not be your specific, but when you put yourself in good situations, you'll have good outcome.
Great.
So that's what.
Great advice. That's great advice.
Yeah,
like that. So let's talk a little about your upcoming project. When is your CD release? What's the title? And where can we go if we want to come and celebrate your CD?
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, you just don't know how excited. July 23rd, here in Chocolate City. People say DMV. I still say Chocolate City. Here in Chocolate City, at Lima. It's downtown. It's a big, beautiful club downtown. July 23rd. And I'm happy to say that it's free.
What?
It is free. It is free. It is free. I just ask that you come prepared to support my CD. Buy a couple, give a couple out as gifts.
Right.
We'll have download cards. We'll have the hard CD. You have an opportunity to purchase it on iTunes there at the site. You'll have different ways to get the music. It'll be distributed on CD Baby and iTunes. And out of my trunk and at my shows and, walking down the street up Georgia Avenue.
Your street team.
I will have it. I will have it. And the album is called Rising. And clearly, understandably.
Right. Great
because
title.
I definitely feel like that Phoenix, I was stripped down to just me and my babies, which is a lot. Grateful, and I'm bringing myself and my children through this fire, and we're all starting to live and manifest. So I know I talk like an old lady because I've been around a lot of wise people.
Well, that's good. I love it when an artist can share the knowledge. That's how you grow.
Thank you.
And inspire. So I appreciate it. So tell the viewing audience too. So we've got the July 23rd CD release.
Yes.
Do you have any other performances coming up?
Let's see what's going on. July 23rd. I have some city things that I'll be doing. I'll be down in August. I'll be down doing some stuff with DC Commissioner of the Arts and Humanities, performing out on the Smithsonian grounds. A lot of stuff you'll see if you tune into like my Facebook or my Twitter or my Reverb Nation. I list the events. Some of them are free, and I love doing free stuff because I reach more people like that. Everybody can't buy a ticket.
Right.
I'm cool. I understand. My thing is I want to touch as many people as I can, and through that, I'll get the support. People will buy my CD, but my big goal is to touch the masses,
Okay. Okay. We're going to take a quick break.
Yeah, we need to take a five.
Quick break, and we'll come right back. Stay
Mommy
tuned.
duty calls.
It's all good.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
Daddy of them all. Yeah, Jerry S in the building. You know what I'm saying, the girl swagged out, no doubt about it, the haters about to get aired out. We keeping it thorough with them cause the girl classed out. Terry S in the fact, they know what the girl about. Anybody wanna get it, we ready and down with it. Daddy of them all got it, and baby we won't quit it. We giving it to them hard, just without rehearse. Stand step out of line, put it in reverse, come on.
Just when you think you got it going on, someone comes to your face, hey, they got it wrong. Folk always talking smack, saying this and that. They just need to step back, yeah, they know that's why. We ain't gonna let you stop, get you down. They just trying to turn your smile into a frown. The next time that they try to step your way, tell them don't even come, don't even look this way. When you got your mind made up, you don't wanna take no shots. Just do you. Hey, let them talk about you. They talk about you, baby. They don't have a clue. Just do you. Do you? Sometimes you don't know who's in your face. They stay smooth in disguise with masks on their face. Keep your peeps very close, don't let them get away. They're the ones got your back, yeah, they're here to stay. Got your mind made up, and you don't wanna take no shots. Just baby, now, just do you. Do you? Hey, let them talk about you. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue, baby. Put it in reverse. Hey, put it in reverse.
That's what it is, I'm thugging like Jeezy. Daddy of them all, spit it, and homie, it's easy. I put it in this perspective, command respect, and I'm ready to get it on, me and Terry, yeah. And I promise we coming hardest, baby girl, up next. Ain't wasting a lot of time on drama that brings stress. King poetic, the vocals bring panic, and haters are so amazed, cause the boy do damage, and manage to keep dropping the vocal like good set, and keeping them paranoid, cause homie, I'm up there. They talking about the homie, try to stump my shine. I'm keeping the game tight, gotta get what's mine. Grind hard, how I'm living, your homies is gonna see. Got the game on lock, you want it, then see me. Daddy of them all, homie, that feature like Converse. I'm keeping it so fresh and put it in reverse, come on.
When you got your mind made up, and you don't wanna take no shots. Just do you. Just do you. Just do you. Yeah. Let them talk about you. Don't let them hate, baby. They don't have a clue. They don't know what to do, baby. Just do you. Gotta do you. Yeah. Put it in reverse, baby. Just back it on up and put it in reverse.
We're back. So I don't normally do this, but I'm really excited about at least hearing something, like just to give us a quick verse from a song from your latest.
From the newest album or
Yeah,
from the first album? Which one?
Which one would you like to do?
Well, the one that's on my mind right now is very befitting.
Okay,
to
well,
today.
all right. Well, then there you go. We'll do what comes to your heart.
It's so funny. It's funny now. It's called Headache.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All these problems ringing in my head, alarming me, keeping me out of my bed. contemplating on a remedy. See, aspirin won't do it, no, to cure this blues. See, this situation's plaguing me close, makes me feel like I'm running in circles. With these situations plaguing me close, makes me feel like I'm running in circles. I just think too much. That's what they keep telling me. I got a headache and it's killing me. Yeah, that's it.
Right. Yes. Thank you. Just a little something,
I'm
something.
a little extra. I have a rasp. I'm a little extra raspy
I like
today.
that though.
Thank you.
Thank you. So tell the viewing audience how they can stay connected with you, how they can find you on.
Absolutely. On Facebook, my Facebook fan page is Afi Soul's Lovely People, because everybody who joins me, you my lovely folks, you know. My Twitter is at AFI_SOUL1, and my Instagram is the same. My Reverb Nation, and I shout that out because it is another link to buying music, seeing when I'm going to be performing, and leave me notes and things like that. That's also at Afi Soul, reverbnation.com/Afi Then I also have a website, www.afigotsoulmusic.com. That's AFIGOTSOUL music.com. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to do quickly, set your mind, set your week. So the quote, I actually saw two quotes that I thought were fitting for tonight's show. The first one is, with a new day come new strengths and new thoughts. And that's by Eleanor Roosevelt. And then the second one is, infuse your life with action. Don't wait for it to happen. Make it happen. Make your own future. Make your own hope. Make your own love. And whatever your beliefs, honor your Creator, not by passively waiting for grace to come down from upon high, but by doing what you can to make grace happen. Yourself right now, right down here on earth. And that's by Bradley Whitford. So the lesson in that is, it's never too late. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, tomorrow is a new day and a new opportunity to begin things anew. Keep in mind, if it weren't for the obstacles, we wouldn't be able to fully appreciate the journey. So you are loved and supported even when you are alone in the dark. For the brave, miracles happen there. Our motivational song for tonight is Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Nice. And it's sung by Whitney Houston and CeCe Winans. But before we go to break, I want to make sure we don't run out of time before I could just say thank you to the viewing audience. Thank you, Afi Soul. I really appreciate you coming by. And thank you for singing, spur of the moment for me. Definitely got to get you in to do a song with, we'll put on some disco lights, the track. Thank you to Eric, Kevin. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate it. And also make sure after the show you stay tuned for the Earth Show. So check out the video.
Yes, it do. Oh, yeah.
Your time has come, and you know you'll shine, and all your dreams are on their way. But see,
See that? Again, you going through something, you always got somebody that will be there to help pick you up.
Amazing song.
So yes, again, thank you so much, Afeez
you.
Soul. We appreciate you. Plus, we had to come back so I can give my customary goodbye kisses.
I'll send some too.
Yes. Stay tuned for the Earth Show, guys. Have a great